So 3 tips for growing a business. The first would be to go global as quick as you can. Because we live on this lovely little island with 60 million people, but across the world there are 1.2 billion people online. I was in China in December, which I'd never been to before, which is just an incredible, you literally look at this market and think there are millions of people who've got lots more money to spend and lots of them looking for made in Britain products. There's lots of support from the government. There's something called UK Trade and Investment. You can access things like the Trade Show Access Programme, where you can get money to visit markets, something called the Export Market Research Scheme. You can get money to research markets. But actually the businesses that we're seeing go global really quickly are those that are using very powerful trading platforms. Websites like Etsy, Elance, Not on the High Street, Odesk, incredible platforms that are literally helping businesses kind of start trading on a Monday and by Wednesday shipping goods to all over the place. So go global as soon as you can. Second tip for growing is sell to bigger clients. And by this, I mean big businesses. And there's a really interesting move, I think, in the UK at the moment, that big businesses are increasingly opening up their supply chain to small ones. So on the 27th of January, we launched a website called Great Business Exchange with the government, which is businesses like John Lewis, Sainsbury's, Facebook, Boots, big retailers saying we want to have more procurement with small businesses. 26th of March, we're holding a food event. I don't know if we've got any food businesses in the audience tonight. We've got buyers from Ocado, Selfridges, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, Waitrose, all coming because they can see that the talent is coming from young startups. But if you're a buyer in Sainsbury's sitting in Holborn office at the moment, first of all, if you're a small business, you have no idea how to connect with the buyer. And if you're the buyer, you don't come to events like this, so you don't connect with the young entrepreneurial talent that's out there. But big businesses are saying more and more, we want to buy from small companies. You have a great opportunity to make the most of that. So selling into the big businesses, but also government. So government have made a commitment that they will procure 25% of their products and services from small business. And I think it's like by 2015, it's kind of imminent. So whatever you offer, from big data to cupcakes to food, whatever it is, there are opportunities now for small businesses to sell into government because government have set themselves the target to say we want to buy more from small companies. So you are helping them reach that target. So go global at speed, selling into bigger customers, whether it be large corporates or government. And the final thing around growing is kind of just a piece of advice around the business itself, which I always think is useful and I still try and keep in mind myself, which is as your business is growing, try and focus on what you do best and outsource the rest. Focus on what you do best and outsource the rest. So focus on the thing that you do best in the business that you most enjoy, whether that be producing, sales, marketing, even the admin if that's what you like, but then outsource the other elements to people who are professionals and experts in those different areas. And that means you can focus, because essentially that will bring in more money, brings in more budget for you to outsource other functions. Business stays effective, nimble, innovative, flexible, fast moving. And across all of this, in terms of starting on a budget, growing by going global, focusing on what you do best, selling into bigger clients, make the most of all the support that's available at the moment, because likewise, it's a great time for startups, record numbers. I don't think we'll be on a record number this year, but I think 2013 was kind of our height for startups. This year, I think there is going to be much more of a focus on growing those businesses that have now started. And therefore, there's lots of support to do it. Anything from the government startup loans, which is now available to people of any age. So I don't know if people have been aware of this. It started for people just under the age of 24. So I used to have people coming to Startup Saturday and I'd say, right, who's under the age of 24? And a couple would say this. Then the government increased it to under the age of 30. So then at the next Startup Saturday, I'd be, right, who's under the age of 30? A few more hands. Anyway, age cap now taken off. So now it's available to anyone, even though you all look under the age of 30. So startup loans is a good way of getting started in terms of money. You get money and a mentor. But also the government have just introduced something called growth vouchers. And growth vouchers is £30 million of treasury money, which means that you as a small business can access up to £2,000 in subsidised business support. And you can get strategic advice on how to help your business grow. So all of these programs are introduced to help you as businesses get access to finance, to make the most of digital technologies, to think about getting into new international markets, introducing new digital technologies into your business. So all programs to help you be supported. And I guess that would just be the final thing around the note about failure. at any point in your business to try and avoid failure, or at least to learn lessons quicker than kind of going through them yourself, is to try and find a mentor who has maybe been through the process before. If you can find someone, as someone described it to me the other day, someone who is 10 steps ahead of you in your business, as in you're here, they are 10 steps ahead because they've been through it. If you can find someone like that, because they've been through those 10 steps, of course, they can help you avoid maybe some of the pitfalls on the way. Even though I do believe that you become a better human being from going through those pitfalls, because whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Some naff film said that, didn't it? Or some song, but I think it's so true. Because as a business owner, which is an incredible experience that all of you know, or maybe some of you are about to embark upon, almost the highs are the highs when you get customers, and yes, you have low days where you're told you didn't win a contract and you didn't hire that person you wanted to hire, and why has somebody just copied my website and my brand? However, you wake up the next day, you get back into business, and the next week you look back and think, I did it, I conquered it, and I am still here.